back to 6 Feet Apart Math with the Murrays.
Today we're learning about measurements.
Once again, we have two very special guests to help us with
Learning about measuring.
Here's a quick lesson on measuring. You might ask yourself, what's the point of measuring? Why even bother? Do we really need it? Well, here's just a few examples of when measuring could actually be useful. Like if you buy a piece of furniture, you want to make sure you can fit it through your doorway. Or if you're driving a car, you need to know just how far that tank of gas can take you. Or maybe what size frame you need to fit your picture. Or to see how tall you are. Or to find the right size collar for your dog. One that's not too big or too small. So here's a picture of a ruler that I made, and that shows you some of the different markings. The pink lines are the longest, and those are the whole inches. The next longest line is in green, right there. Those are the half-inch marks. The next line is in yellow, and those are the quarter-inch marks. So after any whole number, you have 1/4. Then if you think in terms of money, 2/4 equals a $half, so that brings you to the half-inch mark. Then the next yellow line is 3/4, and then another quarter will bring you to 2 inches. So let's take a look at this dog collar and see if we can figure out how long it is. First, you need to line up one end at the beginning of the ruler, and then look to see how far it goes. And if you go from the tip, bring it straight down, it looks like it lands right on this long pink line, which is 8 inches. The next one's a little shorter. Again, I lined it up at the beginning, and look at the end of the collar, and it looks like it ends right here on this blue line, which is the half. So we look at this whole number here, 6. So this dog collar is 6.5 inches long. The last slide shows pieces of wood that have already been cut to assemble a birdhouse. Now, what do you think a birdhouse might look like if those pieces weren't measured correctly? Let's see if we can find out.
Hey everyone, gonna do some measuring. We're building birdhouses today. So hang on, we'll show you how to put the roof on it.
So we now have our correct measurement of 10.5 inches. We have one side of the birdhouse roof done. We're going to start on the next piece, and we're going to measure it at 10.5. Okay, we're at 10.5. And we're putting it up, but it's too short. What happened? Check the measurement. Uh-oh, that's only 9 inches. I think we cut wrong. We're gonna have to do it again.
Measure twice, cut once.
Okay, we're gonna measure again, and our measurement was supposed to be 10.5.
Keep going.
We're gonna measure one more time and make sure it is correct. Here's the 10.5. So we are correct this time. Birdhouse is finished. And as you can see, both sides are 10.5 inches.
Now let's check in with Taylor at her house with some habitat she's building for some of her jumpy friends.
When building your own animal habitat, it's super important to get the measurements correct. 1, because we want the animals to stay safe. And 2, we don't want them to escape from their habitat and be running around the house. So, with this tank, let's see, we want to get a piece of glass to go here to keep everything inside. So, it is 15 inches long and 9.5 inches wide. Let's check in on some of our friends in the habitats now.
watching 6 Feet Apart Math with the Murrays.
And thanks to our special guests, Deb and Laura, for helping us out.
We hope you learned why measuring is important.
Next week is a continuation of measuring where we'll be doing area and perimeter and how to find them. Thanks for watching.
Peace out.
So with animal habitats, it's super important to get the measurements right because, well, one, that was 2 fingers, not 1.